When you don't go to Geico.com, car insurance can be confusing. Like Swedish techno confusing.
Bark, bark, meow, meow. Dance with me, purple cow. Bark, bark, meow, meow. Ooh, you lovely cow.
Geico makes it easy. With 24/7 access, all you have to do is go to Geico.com and you could save money on car insurance. It just makes sense. Unlike,
Dance with me, purple cow. I like your moves.
Blog Talk Radio.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to romey-mak's 2 Cents. This is your host, romey-mak, and this is the show where we talk about any and everything, and I give my 2 cents on that. Want to apologize to everyone last week about the show that last Friday that was supposed to air, but we had some scheduling conflicts with me and my crew, so we had to postpone that. But we'll be sure today to bring you definitely more of what you're looking for from us, our different personalities and what we like to bring to the table. It's been a good week so far for me. I want to thank my partner on this show a lot. Joe Sneaks, man, I couldn't do it without him. And, I just wanted to, definitely, give a shout out to him for helping me bring you guys this show, each and every week. It's just, it's such a blessing. But I got, obviously you can hear Joe in the background right now. So I'm going to go ahead and let Joe say what's up to everybody. What's going on, bro?
Good morning, everybody. How everybody doing out there? It's beautiful, nice, cold Wednesday morning.
Yeah, you gotta love that weather in Virginia, man. But
exactly.
down here in Florida, we ain't got too much happening. I want to say it's not too, as far as South Florida goes, it's probably about 70 outside, 70 something outside, and the temperature will rise later, I assure you, down here in that. In sunny Florida, man. But what's up? What's going on, Joe, man? How's the week been?
Everything been good, man. Just working, trying to make it to the weekend.
Yeah, I hear that, man. So obviously, it's a couple of things we're gonna get into today. A couple of things me and you talked about, on off the air that I know you're looking forward to getting to.
Yeah.
But we'll start off with I want to talk about an incident that I witnessed yesterday, as far as a Walmart story, rather. So me and my best friend get out the gym, and we go to Walmart. I wanted to grab something to make for my fam, and I noticed the candy section. Obviously everybody knows that stores are selling their Halloween candy half off on in their stores. So I look at the Halloween candy, and then I notice in the aisle next to me they already got Christmas candy out. So what I'm thinking is, what if they're selling the very same candy, at one price, and then they got the very same candy for the Christmas aisle at Christmas price, regular price. So we grab a bag. I forget what the name of the candy was, but I grabbed a bag of from the Halloween candy. Oh, it's the Reese's Pieces, like the little buttercup things or whatever. So we grabbed the Halloween bag, which obviously is I think it was like maybe $2.25 or something like that, and then add on the 50% off for the Halloween one. Then we go over to the Christmas one. They're still selling that thing at at $2.25. So my question is, when I bring it to the register, am I going to be charged for the 50% off price, or am I going to be charged for the the regular price? Because it's the same damn candy.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? So it's like, well, how do you explain? How can Walmart representative explain that one to you? Go get the manager and so you're charging me for the same candy. The only difference, I'm paying for Christmas bag. That's it. I'm paying for a Christmas bag. But that was just something funny.
Most time, my sisters and everybody, we wait till the day after Christmas. Just hit it up, and the day after Easter, the day after Halloween. Hit that 50% up, man. Shoot.
Go there the
it's
day
the
after.
Same damn candy.
Yeah, you go there the day after Easter, you get the marshmallow eggs for 50% off.
That's right.
Yeah, man.
Some Cadbury.
Yeah, Cadbury's. Yeah, man. But I just thought that was pretty funny, man. Just that happens that way. That's how business works. But yeah, man. We want to get into a couple things today. One of those being it says, when are you too old to be in the club? So like over the weekend, me and my lady, we went out to a nice spot for the Halloween thing. We dressed up or whatever. I was like I think it was like a militant soldier. She was this Native American Indian, sexy Native American Indian outfit. And I'm just sitting there, man. I'm looking around, and I just feel like I was at a high school dance, and I was like a chauffeur. And that wasn't even like a main club spot. It's just like one of those spots where you come. It's like a bar area, and then you got like a dance floor. You know what I'm saying? It's more so like a bar, more like a bar, like a little lounge area than it is, a club. And I'm like looking around, man, and I just feel like someone just is out of place. Like it's just not there for me anymore. Maybe my 31 years on this earth is like, okay, yeah, this is definitely isn't the spot for you. And I don't really think you would. And I thought, well, maybe it's because I got my lady with me. And normally when I did before I committed to her, I was I would be out in these clubs or whatever. But I even still, man, I think had it been like say, Joe, we went out there, dog, and it had been just us. It would have felt different. You know what I'm saying? Like for me, the music is now somewhat too loud and annoying for me. And and these I don't know how it works in Virginia, but these Miami clubs, man, they run the same damn lineup for tracks. I literally could like guess the next song as if you were watching a BET show and you knew that music video was gonna play, like next or whatever. Like, oh, here comes Jay-Z, H to the Izzo's about to play right now, and then that song hits, and it's like, wow, But it's part of growing up, man. I'm pretty sure our folks went through that before. They were young, and they were younger at one point, and realized that the club scene it's not really what you want to do anymore. It's good from time to time, but to be like consistent, like every weekend, like what we're doing next weekend. Let's hit hit a nice spot. But there are places for for you to like to do your thing within the age group, get like a nice spot. Like I believe Atlanta has a lot of places like that where you can do that. But enough of me going in on this whole thing when you too old to be in the club. What you think about that, Joe?
Yeah, man, I encounter that all the time, man. Especially when you ain't been drinking, you ain't got no liquor in your system. You kind of look around like, Dad, man, this is whack, man, and you feel super old, man. Everybody in there doing juju into that beat, and you like, I ain't about to juju at all to no beat, Matter of fact, we went to Office State Homecoming, and they was out there dancing and everything. I'm like, hey, man, I feel like I'm watching my little sisters and little cousins or something, So it's just a certain point you get a little old. It ain't nothing wrong with the club per se, but as far as like partying hard every weekend, nah, I'm done with that one. That was my mid-20s. So I gave that my mid-20s hard. It's a wrap for me.
Yeah, it was fun. So we had some good times, going out. It was. Yeah, a lot of fun, especially for me down here, mid-20s, meeting different people, seeing people grow, like seeing guys grow up to girls, knowing it's girls' night, and I know females can relate to this, where it's just ladies' night. You're just trying to like one girl might have just broken up with a boyfriend or something, so you guys getting a team together, everybody in a circle, and then it'd be that one guy that wants to come up and tries to get in that circle, knowing that it's not going down that way.
Shot down. Shot down, yo.
Shot down. But
that pit bull gonna get him.
Man, I got something major to lay on the audience, man. And Joe, we might have our first female listener, my female caller, to come and chime in, which is perfect because what I got to talk about today, I'm gonna definitely need that female aspect. But let me buzz her in. Yo, Eb, you on?
Hey, what's going on?
What's happening? Eb, say what's up to everybody out there.
Hey, can you guys hear me? I'm calling on Skype.
Yeah, we hear you, Cole. I know you're calling on Skype. We got you. We got you, Eb.
My Wi-Fi.
Hold on, make sure we're not having any technical difficulties. Can you hear me?
I can hear you just fine. I'm at work though, so if y'all hear a phone ringing or something, I do apologize.
Hey, all right, okay. We'll try to keep the ringer down. That might be nice. But no, Eb, I want to introduce you to my boy Joe, who's on the line. Joe Sneaks. You hear him. You've been hearing him every week. But this is like my sister right here. She's married to one of my closest friends, one of my best friends from the Air Force. And just say what's up to Joe.
How you doing?
Hey, I'm great. How are you doing?
I'm
all
good.
right. Eb, so we was just talking about when is it too old to be in the club?
Wow.
Yeah. So I'm gonna ask you, what's your take on that? When is it too old to be inside the club?
I don't think there's an age. I mean, you're never too old to go to a club. It's just what type you go to, Me personally, I don't really do clubs anymore. I'm in my 30s, so, that's just not me anymore, I don't know, I guess mid-30s.
Mid-30s, that's the cutoff for you. Mid-30s, you hit 35, it's like, okay, that's it, you done?
Hey, don't age me up a year, all right? So, no, I stopped going off in my 20s. So, but that was just like a personal choice. So, just because I got rid of it, So, I guess I don't know. It's different for everybody. Just whenever people mature, they change. And so
Eb, I don't know if it's because you're at work and you're trying to talk real low like in the library, but we need you to turn just to speak just a little louder so for the folks can hear you.
My bad, it's my office. It kind of echoes.
Oh, okay.
Is it better?
Yeah, that's good. That's good.
Yeah.
But go ahead.
It really doesn't. I don't know. You're not really too old for going out, but it just goes with the maturity level, I guess. Like I stopped going in my 20s, so it just wasn't for me anymore. It got boring, tiring. To me, it was like just a pointless thing. So, that was a personal choice that I made. I stopped going because of that, Now I'm in my 30s, like every now and then maybe I might go, but you're never too old for the club or anything like that.
Right. Okay. Well, Eb, I wanted to congratulate you on being the very first female caller that we've had on the show. You know what I mean? That's so really appreciate like you doing that. You being family. Calling in. I really do appreciate the support on the show. And so what have you been thinking about the show so far from a female, perspective?
Yeah, y'all have some great topics that I was discussing besides the sports, which I'm not into sports, which some females are. But I'll sit and listen anyway and pretend I know what I'm talking about. Who is it? I think the last thing I was discussing was the whole Mary J. Blige thing.
Yeah.
I think that's last week. And it was about, I guess, I forgot what it was. Was it like spousal support or something?
Yeah, well, so, spousal support, yeah.
Yeah, so I do understand with that. So, yeah, I wrote some stuff down and I didn't have anything. So, I mean, a lot of these is like, a lot of very interesting topics, I'm glad to hear like a male's point of view for one, my point of view on some of these things. I actually agreed with a lot of stuff that y'all were talking about. So, believe it or not, I'm not the typical female that, I like to hear both sides before I, base my decision off of anybody. But, y'all had, it was another discussion you guys had was, would you be with a woman who made, I guess, twice as much as you? Or I know y'all all answered was like, yes. So, I see it as, some females, they always expect a man to make more money and, to take care of them, and they just sit around and do nothing all day, things like that. So it's good to hear, like guys are, role change. I guess it's like gender role shaming, I guess you want to call it, where, now it's more the males are at home and the females are out working. And, I think that's cool. I think that's a good thing because, in that type of aspect, it's always about like the woman, the woman taking care of the kids and the family. And it seems like the father is never included in stuff like that, you know what I mean? So when, we have roles reversal and it's like, okay, yeah, it's really interesting, how things have changed these days. I myself am working and, my husband goes to school full time. And right now he is working, but there was a time when he wasn't. And for me, I actually kind of liked that part of just one of us, working, like he was at home with my kid every day and stuff. So, just to get it from another female's perspective, because, some females are always like, no, he's going to work, he's going to take care of me, he's going to do this and that. And, I don't see it that way. I think it takes two people, to support each other and, just, support each other, especially if you have dreams and goals in life, it's not a one-way street, So that's cool that I think that guys, are down for that thing. Hey, my woman's going to make more money than me, cool, what up, That's very interesting. I like that conversation a lot. I wish I was able to put more input into it.
Well, we definitely want to, not to cut you off, El, but yeah, we definitely want to have you participate in in future topics. Well, I want to get into one of the main topic for today, and that is sex important for you in a relationship? And I'll speak for me first, and for me it's looking back on my life and the first time I ever had had sex. I would say that is sex an important part of a relationship? Yes, if you've already done it. But if you haven't, if you one of the Cole Browns of the world that you lose your virginity late in life or something like that, or you waited until or from a biblical standpoint, you wait until you're married to have sex, then I would say it makes things, it eliminates complication, but as far as is it important, I would say it's important if you've done it before, because it's almost like the first time you've tasted a Krispy Kreme donut when the hot light is on. You know what I'm saying? Like when you had that Krispy Kreme donut when the hot light is on, it puts you in another world. It's just something just that amazing. And, it's like you're unable to eat just one, at least from this is just me talking here. But, I feel that, is it important? Is it important in a relationship? Sure. I mean, yeah, it can eliminate it. It's a stress reliever at times. It can be a stress causer. I guess it really just depends on, the relationship. And, but is it a must have in a relationship? I say only to those that have actually had sex before. But I'm gonna go ladies first, and I'm gonna let Ebony. I'm gonna let you talk on that. Yeah, you there?
Yep.
Oh, that's right. You're working. Okay. All right, Joe. Joe, go ahead with your take on that, bro.
Yeah, man. I think it's only important. To me, it seems like in the beginning, in the beginning of every relationship, it's per se a lustful situation, because y'all were attracted to each other by each other's looks. So you know what I'm saying. Most time with the guy, 99.9% of the time, he's thinking about her being naked, and he's thinking about sex, and that's just being honest, So right there in the beginning of a relationship, yes, it is important because you got to see where y'all stand at as a physical aspect. Because right then and there, it's a lustful situation. You're not thinking about, oh man, I wonder what type of person she is. You was like, nah, I'm trying to get her in bed, So, like you said, it's only important to the person that has had it before, you know what I mean? But for that person that has never had sex before, it's like, it's probably at the bottom of the bucket list.
Yeah, because you don't know what you've had.
Yeah, exactly.
No, I agree on that one. That is, yeah.
Yeah, that's my opinion on it.
Right. Okay, Ebony, we got you back. Are you back?
Yeah. It
okay.
Yeah, like I agree with what you both said. It is important if you've had it before. It's not that important if you haven't. But let's see. I'm not going to tell y'all. Well, y'all want to know my opinion. Yeah, to me, it's a big thing. It is a very important thing. That's one of those. Just like y'all said.
Okay, all right, and on the let's just go on the subject of that. Obviously, you are now married to my brother, but
yeah, I can't tell y'all.
You were a woman before him, but so let me ask, like I said, let me ask you, is it more like is it a size thing? Is it a size thing? Is it rhythm? Well, there's no need to sniggle. I'm trying to get an answer out of this right here.
No, hey, I was just thinking about just off the path back. So for me, it's how well you do it. It's how well it is. The size doesn't matter.
What? Say that again. No, I want you to repeat that. Repeat that for all the female listeners. Say that word again. Say that line again. Ladies and gentlemen, Eb says size doesn't matter.
How well you put it down.
Okay, all right. I'll give you that piece on that. And okay, let me move into something else. I want to talk about the difference between men and boys, and then girls and women. Now, granted, we are we are of age. We are obviously older than 25. Everybody online is at least 30 years old. But I want to touch on something that's like really big in our society. The fact that just because you're older doesn't mean you have like matured or grown into you being a man just yet. You know what I'm saying? And it's a lot of us out here that's that's pretty lost in certain things, and a lot of females don't really realize that these guys are still a boy. You know what I'm saying? In the mind. Everybody has their own shortcomings in life, and not everybody's perfect. We're still growing. We grow every day. But I want to talk on what I consider to be a boy, and this is not to offend anybody out there, any female that may be dealing with this currently in their situation. But what I see as a boy, for me, from what I've learned over the years, that a man is to provide for his family, and let alone his woman. You know what I'm saying? And there's certain factors that must be taken into accountability on what it is to be a man, let's say. Like at least for me, I mean, it's not really a big, it's not a big thing, but I like to, I want to be the one to drive like most of the time in the car when I'm with my lady. And it is because I feel that it is my duty to, spoil her. You know what I'm saying? That is my duty to make her, be her chauffeur. And and I'm a control freak. That's another one. That's that's the real secret of that. But that's another story. But as far as it's but to really touch on the things, it's like you'll read about some certain things where a guy will ask to borrow his female's car and stuff like that, and he doesn't have a car, he doesn't have a job and all that stuff.
Oh, hell no.
You know what I'm saying? Like, but want to run something. You know what I'm saying? Like and there are some females that really do tolerate this stuff. I often term them as masculine women. Now let me explain what masculine women is.
Stupid.
A masculine woman, it's very common that, and especially in our community, where you have a household that's like, is fatherless. You know what I'm saying? So women have had to take on both the male roles and the female roles, in order to make stuff run. Because I'm telling you, strong. I give it up to all the strong females in the world that make this thing happen, man. I mean, there's whether a guy was, he left you and just left you to with the kids and stuff like that. But with us, dating in our lifetime, you have what's the best way to put this? You have guys that come along and they just let you do everything. You know what I'm saying? And it's not fair. Obviously, everyone should be doing their role to make things work. Is what I'm basically saying. So what a masculine woman tends to roughly do everything. Like, she'll do all the chores. The guy just sits around all day and probably play video games, and because that's what we grew up doing. Playing video games. So nowadays, just to give a scenario. The guy is he's sitting on the couch, he's playing video games, and almost like the movie Baby Boy. I guess that's probably the best description of it, where you got this female, this hardworking female. She loves him so much, but he just sits around, and he's still a boy in the mind, and you just tolerate certain things. Masculine women tend to come. I'm not talking about the ones that to come off tough, because there are some people can misconstrue tough for a strong female, and it's again, it's highly talked about in in the black community. They say how our females don't take any junk, but they just we are who we are through experience, and that's what roughly what it boils down to. And I wish I don't want to stay too long on the subject, so we'll probably have to do like a part 2 of this whole my concept of boys and girls, and then men and women. But what a man provides for his family. A man, obviously he works. He does the chores. Take out the trash and cut the grass, and he doesn't necessarily have to make the most money. But he's not allowing his woman to do everything for him. As far as borrowing a car and having her, just having her out there, somewhat. What's the best way to put? Best term to use? Pretty much. The female is like she's just doing everything. And he comes to, and what ends up happening is that this boy, he's is male, is grown male, is a boy at heart. He becomes a leech. You know what I'm saying? He starts leeching. It doesn't feel like the female feels like it's not, everything she's doing is not reciprocated. She feels like she's doing all the work, and the guy's just just sitting in the on the sideline and letting her do everything, raising the kids alone. Like you have to do obviously do your part in helping raise the kids, as it takes the whole family to do that. And that's just my touch on as far as the boys aspect. Now females, what I can speak on is the females that I would consider still girls in the mind. You're still worried about the guy you're with if he's still messing around on you. And after a while, my experience from talking to older women, they're not really too concerned about that mess anymore. You know what I'm saying? They don't have time for games, play petty games with females, sending text messages, doing battle wars online or anything like that. Like you don't have the time for that anymore. You're moving on with your life, and you just don't tolerate certain stuff anymore. And and that's my interpretation of what a girl would do. A girl will allow a guy to have her feel like she doesn't know who she is, but a woman knows her worth, man. And there's nothing. And once a woman knows who she is, there's nothing a man, boy, anything another female can tell her. You know what I'm saying? Because she knows she's that female. And that anybody that's with her should be blessed, fortunate and grateful, appreciative enough to know that you have this awesome person. And the same thing with the man. It's everybody has their insecurities in life, but the type of insecurities where you feel like she's always out there doing something on you, grown people don't have time for that, man. We're making moves and just want to press forward and doing stuff. But again, I'll touch more on. I got some other stuff I want to get into, so I'm gonna touch again part 2 on this boys and girls and men and women concept that I have. But I wanted to get your take, Ebony, on what everything I just mentioned. What you disagree with or agree with?
Well, I mean, as for that man aspect, well, I gotta tell you from based on my experience with things, everybody always says that it's the man's role, to take care of the family, this and that. But I always see everything as both ways, 50-50, regardless of what the role is. I mean, like you said, a woman, she don't worry about certain things, she's taking care of business, she can't make sleep. She has no time to worry about, what her man is doing or any, as to where a young girl, she's worried about, how do I put it? Like, I guess I could say, like, some people are in that new stage still, both male and female. So when it comes to, like, the maturity levels of, thinking a certain way and, how they handle things, as far as that, So, but when you come to, I guess, when you really become a woman, you finally realize that, a lot of stuff is just, it doesn't, who cares? You're taking care of business. You're doing you're doing what you got to do. You know what I mean? For your family. You're not worrying about, other stuff. Me, if my husband decides to step out, and he can step out, I'm still going to take care of business at the house. I'm still going to take care of my child. I'm still going to do what I got to do. You know what I mean? I'm not, I'm not worried about other stuff. You know what I mean? So, and the same probably goes for him. But, that kind of brings me, I just thought of that whole club situation thing that we just talked about earlier. So, like, I think, like girls, they worry about going to the club on the weekend and doing this and that, Women, we ain't worried about all that. What do? We sit at home, we chill, we go to the movies, we do other stuff. We ain't got time to we don't have to be seen out, out and about with everyone. You taking care of what you got to take care of. Sorry, I'm talking crazy right now. I'm trying to think and work at the same time. So, I can't speak for, most women, but, in my situation, like I said, there was a time my husband wasn't working. And, I'm doing it now. I'm still doing it now. I'm taking care of everything. I'm taking care of the household. But at the same time, I'm also deployed. So my husband does take care of things while I'm gone, So it's not like he's, sitting around doing nothing. You know what I mean? And there are guys that are doing that. They're sitting around doing nothing. They're not, trying to get out there. It's my philosophy is if you're not working, you need to be going to school. You know, somebody's got to be doing something, you know, to make everything better.
Yeah.
So, you know, that's why I'd be like, hey, you know, I don't care if my husband doesn't work. If he's in school, I don't care, you know. So somebody's doing something for you know, to improve and get better for both of us, you know. Go to school, go to college, and, hey, you can take care of us, make that secure job, or I can stay home, whatever. You know, but stuff is still getting taken care of. You know, a real man and a real woman knows that, all right, my woman's making all this money, she's doing this, I'm going to take care of the kids, I'm going to take care of the household. A boy, he ain't going to do none of that, you know. He's all about himself. And, you know, it's the same goes for a female. It's all about herself. She ain't, you know, worried about everybody else. And nothing, you know. A girl pawns her kids off on mama and daddy or sister or whoever. You know, they're not worried about, you know, their responsibilities.
Right. Right. Okay. Okay. Well, touch on like a lighter note. I'm pretty sure you guys have witnessed this when you've had you know, you log on to Facebook and somebody has a, you know, Facebook Live and you just see just random stuff, you know. And I asked the question, when is Facebook Live too much, you know, for you, to deal with? Me, I'm like, if you're not a chef, anything like really like a professional chef, and you got Facebook Live and you showing me a plate of like, you know, some scrambled eggs that you didn't put hot sauce on or something like that, like it's gourmet. You know what I'm saying? And like, yeah, that's just a little too much, man. We don't need Facebook Live for that. I would like, you know, Facebook Live for like, let's say you're in exotic water or you on vacation. You know what I'm saying? Exactly. You're on like a cruise. You're on a cruise or something like that. Or like somebody I know who just got a nice new car. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna put any names out there, but you know, my man riding in the nice new car, Joe Sneaks. You know, but that's stun on him a little bit. You know, but yeah, you know, you see people just put stuff. I mean, obviously it's nice. You know, you see parents obviously proud of their kids, especially around this time. You know, those Facebook Live showing, you know, football games and stuff like that, and you always want to see the kids doing something positive. So obviously that's not a direct hit towards them. But we talking about like this the random folks that just showing you normal life. You know, they're standing in Walmart. And standing in Walmart gonna do Facebook Live and talk to everybody just because there's, you know, it's Facebook, Facebook and whatnot. But yeah, that's you know, that's my take on that. What you think about that, Joe?
Man, it's a couple people that I follow. You know, I ain't gonna name drop, but it's like a daily routine. Good morning, y'all. I'm going to work. Tired. But, you know, I'm going to go ahead and go to work, you know. Yeah, McDonald's getting a McPick too. And then they showing that, yo. Yeah, I got honey mustard sauce, you know. It's boring, man. Some people doing it's boring, yo. It's like live ain't for that, yo. Live is not for a daily basis.
No,
it's not. Yo. You need to get a daily blog if you want to do that.
You might as well. You can make money off of it. I don't know why they won't. Hey.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, what about you?
I don't even use Facebook Live. I think it's dumb, but I mean, it is like why? Like it's stupid. You know, we don't care. You know, yeah, I post stuff here and there every now and then, but my reason. Nobody has my phone number in my family. They want to hear from me. They know I'm good on Facebook. That's as far as they're getting. They're not getting my phone number. I'm not calling them nothing. I keep it from a distance for a reason. But
all right. So you just aired somebody out, a few people out.
Yep.
You know, not to say much, but
no,
she is not. She is not.
Like that.
Don't come to Thanksgiving.
I don't even watch the Facebook Live. My Wi-Fi is bad anyway, so
you are not.
Me and video.
Ebony, you just lost your plate take home privileges, right? For holidays.
Huh?
You just lost your plate take-home privileges for holidays. So there would be no yams, no stuffing, gravy, none of that.
Well, I'm not getting it this year, all right? So it in my thing.
Yeah.
I mean, not every, I want to say some people that post, some stuff is just dumb stuff. Just like your boy said, I'm going to Walmart. I'm doing this. Who cares? Like, just go.
Right.
You're so worried about being on social media, posting stuff, and you need to be paying attention to what's in front of your face.
Right.
So
right. Okay.
People, it's like, I call them social media whores. People are like always on. You wasting so much time with a phone in your hand or electronic device or something, and you're not paying attention to like what's important, like that's right in front of you. You know what I mean? Right. And I think
that's right.
we have lost touch with that. That whole personalized thing, that face to face.
Yeah, our communication has been shattered. I mean, the most pictures that we had taken back in the day was the Polaroid that you had to shake for a little bit, before you got your pictures to roll out, and
the Olin Mills photos.
Yeah, definitely. Olin Mills, or like or the pictures from in school when we had what was them freestyle pictures or a picture day.
Yeah.
You had that one picture. You had to make sure your outfit was right for that one picture day. I don't know how many failed picture days I've had throughout my my school years.
Some people wear basketball jerseys when they're supposed to wear football jerseys.
Exactly, man. Just all distraught. I thought you said it was jersey. No, man, we doing basketball. But yeah, that was good times, man. But let's touch on something else here. A show that I really don't watch. I don't really watch. My lady, she loves this show, but Joe was crazy about it. I saw him posting about this show while it was airing. But the Walking Dead, man, you got to tell me what is so great about the damn Walking Dead with zombies and
It's a great show.
Yeah, Joe. Hey. So, Joe, Jay, I'm gonna get your take on it first, Joe. What makes you want to watch The Walking Dead?
Man, this is the best thing my ex ever did for me. One place here, she put me on
airing everybody
show.
Out today, man. What's going on? Throwing shots.
She put me on this show, yo, and it's pretty good, man. Because the show Walking Dead is good because. If something today happened, like a nuclear bomb struck, and we had survivors, what would you really do? It kind of shows you survival skills and how to live without the everyday necessities in daily life. It shows you that you need to put a value on everyday life instead of taking stuff for granted. That's what I take from it. And also, it's just a good show, point blank, period. And in the aspect of, them killing zombies, them going from neighborhood to neighborhood. They're almost like, what they call them, nomads, in modern day time, though,
Right.
Without the technologies and everything, So I like Walking Dead is one of the best shows out right now.
All right, Ev, you watched The Walking Dead?
I'm behind like a couple seasons, but I do like the show. Hey, and I'm just saying, when zombies come, I'm prepared. I watch the show.
You prepared for a damn zombie. Yeah,
I will be. I'm already looking for zombie killing partners already. See. So if you don't watch the show, McAllister, I'm sorry, but you're gonna be the first to go.
Let me be. Well, I guess I'll be the first to go
because you can't hang with my crew because you're gonna hold us back. So I need good zombie killing friends.
I'm not going near zombies.
Well, that's a vibe, so you don't worry about that.
No, thank you.
Yeah.
I saved this thing. I'm sure, Ebony, you'll get a kick out of this one as well. But I wanted to save this for Joe because he is not having no parts of this. But I don't know where we're going with this. But Bow Wow and Soulja Boy have released a mixtape together. Now, if that is not one of the funny, I mean, it's hard for me to, it's hard to take, I would say more so Soulja Boy serious when it comes to music. Great. I mean, I give it to him. He's a great producer, man. But lyrically, it's not happening. And if anybody watches Love and Hip Hop, we obviously see he doesn't make too many great decisions. And also through Twitter, like he's in a Twitter war right now with some fool named Lil Loctay, Lil Yachty, whatever the little young boys are. Lil Yachty, I believe is his name. No, they got a new name. That's the new. They got. I don't know. I've never heard a track with him on it, but that's who's popular right now. He got a whole bunch of Twizzlers in his hair. He got a what?
He got a song called Broccoli with drums.
Oh, he got a song called Broccoli. He got Twizzlers in his damn hair. Whatever. That's fine. It ain't for me. We had our little Yachty. His name was Mystical. He had Tourette's syndrome, and he would just yell randomly throughout records, but it was hot. So let the kids be kids. Let them do their thing. I'm not knocking that. But back on the Bow Wow and the Soulja Boy, I heard the intro. I heard about maybe like a few tracks so far. I like to examine an album before I really give an honest critique on it. But from what I heard so far, the intro is actually good. Soulja Boy actually was lyrical. Like just on the intro, I'm not able to speak on anything else. But I was like, wow. But Joe is not having it. Joe said it is not about to go down. As you can hear him giggling in the back about this, man. He is not having this,
Man, look, I have not bought one Soulja Boy album in my life, I do not own a Lil Bow Wow CD at all. No. And I'm telling you right now, I'm definitely not about to listen to no mixtape with Bow Wow and Soulja Boy.
But it's funny, man. You gotta see this. You gotta see some of the hilarity that's online. I advise all listeners to YouTube or even go on Instagram or Bow Wow's Instagram or Soulja Boy's Instagram. I think they're like pretending that they're on a phone call with somebody talking about they want $30,000 a night for a show or some for a show. But the funny thing is that the phone that they're using is stacks of money. And they're just talking to each other. It's just like watching your little brother and his friend, create stuff. Like my little brother, him and his friend next door used to make movies in the house. They'll do like, I don't know what was like a popular like kids adventure movie. I don't know, Spy Boy or something like that. Kids in the I don't know, whatever. But anyway, it just looks like two kids. Making a mockery of what is to be, the music business with them, on the phone talking with money. Now, they're not on the actual phone. They're like really just like trying to stunt on the fact that they got money. But
two kids in the corner class playing with money.
Pretty much. Got money, But my thing is it about the music or is it about the money? I just want to know. I mean, are you? Let's get lyrics out here and understand why you're not being respected. There's a reason why Bow Wow's not being respected. On a music level, because when the last time you just heard somebody just quoting Bow Wow? I'm like, yeah, man, you just hear that lyric, man. He just deep with that one, bro.
Ever?
I'm just saying. Enough on them. I just thought I'd laugh with Joe on that one, real quick. But interesting topic. Last week, 7th Streeter, R&B singer. For those that don't know who she is, I don't listen to her music per se. I just know who she is. But she was at a Sixers game, and she wore a We Matter jersey, and they wouldn't allow her to sing because she had this jersey on. Now, it is let's just see here. I'm reading here. It says a source told ESPN that any on-court performer, singer, dancer, or entertainer must sign a contract that gives the Sixers the right to cancel a performance if the standards described in the contract are not met. And I guess they felt like, you know, they felt like it was I don't know, like it would cause trouble for her wearing, you know, a We Matter jersey on the court. I mean, I don't really see the issue. I think that's bringing people together, just saying that we matter. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
So what is the issue that we're having here in our society where we're trying to get people to, you know, to be together, as in everybody, but it just seems like there's certain selective few who just don't understand, you know, what I guess our purpose is about bringing everyone together and just stating that these lives that are being taken, you know, through the media, because I'm pretty sure that there's other lives being taken outside of the black community, but there's a reason why the media is showing, you know, specifically blacks being killed. You know, I honestly feel like they're just desensitizing us to the fact that cops can do this to us, you know, and leading into martial law. But that's a whole another story. But you know, I just feel that why not allow this young lady to you know, to do that, to use her platform to bring people together. You know, if it's and that's what that's doing. It's bringing people together. So what issue should you have with, you know, anyone wearing like a, you know, a We Matter shirt, and then you have D.L. Hewley, he has It's Too Much, because it is too much, you know, on his shirts. You know, I follow him on Facebook, man, always giving out, you know, information, spreading awareness to what's happening to, you know, to people of the community, not just blacks, even whites, and especially what's going on with the Native Americans. And so, you know, we obviously want to continue to move forward with that, man. So it's almost like a silencer, like I feel like it's like that stay in your place thing that I touched on a couple weeks ago. Mm-hmm. But you know, we definitely got to do better. But what you know about that story, Joe?
I hadn't heard about that story, but I figured she ain't missed nothing singing at a 76ers game anyway.
That's for damn certain.
Yeah, so I mean, she looked. That was actually a good look. Hey, she probably had to pay for a ticket. So. Yeah, man, I didn't hear about that though, but yeah, they just trying to desensitize us. So, like you said, it's sad, man. You know, we just trying to stand up for, you know what I'm saying, our people, you know, and they're trying to, you know, once again they're trying to shoot us down. You know. Yeah,
the line is. Go ahead, Ebony, then I'll go.
Oh, I was listening to y'all.
Yeah, go ahead, Eb.
So. I think they shouldn't keep their out. I mean, that was just people sometimes it's just like people just worry about the wrong thing. They're not listening to what people are saying when they're saying like, hey, Black Lives Matter, these lives matter. You know what I mean? No one's really listening and paying attention to what they're trying to say. So when they're like, oh, she had this shirt on and, you know, she can't go and sing because, you know, she had this shirt on. Well, you're not understanding the reasoning behind it. You know, no one wants to pay attention. No one wants to focus on that. You know, the media plays a huge part in hitting us. You know, they do that a lot. You know, and people feed off of that, and they pay attention to it more than anything. Versus the actual person who is bringing the message to you, they'd rather just hear it from the media. You know, and of course they only put out what they want to put out.
Right. So, and With yeah, go ahead, Ebony. I'll let you go. I'll let you keep. I thought you were finished, but you still rolling. Go ahead.
I ain't finished. No, so like me, I can't speak for all. Yes, I'm in the military, but I'm not speaking for everybody in the military. This is just my opinion. Put that disclaimer out there right now. But I'm fighting for people's freedom to do stuff like that, to, you know, peaceful protests and things like that. So I don't see it as a disrespect to me or anyone when people do stuff like that. And I think that it's good that people are, you know, bringing awareness to things, and that's what we need to do. We need to bring it out to light, you know, instead of just, you know, pushing it back in the corner and saying, you know what, like, stay in your place. You don't need to do this, you know. if everything was all good and gravy, people wouldn't be doing this. You know, plain and simple. So, I mean, it's kind of, I think of it as, you know, this day and age, it seems like we just took 5 steps back, you know, just 5 steps back. You know, back in the days, they were protesting for rights, you know, for black people, women were protesting for rights and so forth and another. You know, and it seems like we just took 5 steps back from what we were trying to accomplish, you know, because people can't, you know, she wore a We Lives Matter shirt. Who cares what she wore? She came to sing at the game, you know. Let her sing. It's not fair that she, you know. And people are just worried about the wrong things these days, just the wrong things. That's how I see it as. It's you know.
Yeah. Everyone gets sidetracked. Everyone gets sidetracked.
Yeah. So, you know, he's gonna.
But what I want to tell the people and anyone that may be listening, and definitely spread this word to everybody. We got to learn to accept everyone's opinion without getting emotional. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of people, you know, you're too concerned about what may have offended you that you haven't even got the message. You know what's being said. And for instance, you know, the people of, you know, like the 76ers organization, you know, they saw We Matter and they were offended in some form or fashion. But the message is basically stating that, hey, you know, there's people going through, you know, some really tough stuff. You know, we're losing lives out here. You know what I'm saying? Just for the sake of being, you know, a certain color or coming from a certain background. But you definitely want to hear the message that, hey, we do matter, as that's what's being implied, and that, you know, and you just want people to, you know, to understand this and they can have, you know, keep their ears open, have an open mind that, you know, people are, you know, again, people are losing their lives behind this stuff, man. So, you know, it's just sad to turn on the news each day and see, like, you know, another senseless killing. And yeah, there's senseless killing in our own communities as far as amongst each other. But when they kill each other, they go to prison. When the cops kill, you know, people in the community, they go on vacation. That's the difference I see. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, if we're gonna let little Tyrone who shot little I don't know, Pookie for you know, over a dice game, let's go. If we're gonna let him do that, if you're gonna arrest him, let him go on vacation too. That's all I'm saying. You know, just keep the playing field even. If we're gonna kill each other, at least let us go on vacation together. You know, let little Tyrone go on vacation with the cop that shot, you know, little Daryl, something like that. You know. But that's just my take on that. But yeah, we got a little over 90 seconds left in the show. I want to take this time to thank both you know, my co-hosts. Eb, I appreciate you calling in, being that first female listeners. Hopefully this gets out and you know, get females, you know, to listen a little bit more. And, you know, and definitely appreciate you, like, being here with us. The conversation I thought was great today. A lot of laughs, but, you know, touching on a lot of things. Joe, as always, bro, you know what I mean? It's been me and you since what, Mr. White class, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, we just been holding each other down, man, and they're going to continue to do this, man, until, you know, the day we die. It's been fun, man. Make me look forward to every week, obviously having these conversations with you and just, you know, touching on different things and seeing if we can, you know, touch the people and get them involved. You know, definitely anyone listening to this, if you want to be, you know, a part of the show, definitely message me on, you know, like Facebook or Instagram, whatever, you know, our social media outlet we got. Even, you know, message Joe, you know, that you want to be, you know, on the show. Want to get more female interaction through the show. Would definitely be great. So, you know, I'm gonna let Joe say his piece, and then I'm gonna let Ebony finish it off, and then we'll go from there. So go ahead, Joe.
All right. First and foremost, the worst that can happen in the 76ers game is if they win. Second, you know, I just want to give a shout out to everybody tell everybody, listen to the show, and we talk about some good things. You laugh, and you know what I'm saying. We talk about positive stuff too that's going on in the community and everything like that. So just listen in. Appreciate my brother John, you know, for letting me get on the mic every week. You know what I'm saying. So I'm out.
All right, Ed. What you want to say?
Thank you for having me on the show. Next time I will try not to be as busy at work.
We appreciate you fighting for us. We appreciate what you're doing over there overseas, Ebony. Definitely supporting the troops. Definitely supporting the troops. So that's pretty much all we got from here. I hope everybody listens to this and inspires you, motivates you in some way to basically be whatever you want to be. This is romey-mak. This is romey-mak 2 cents, and we out.